So I had created an engine compartment at the back, bought some stainless steel hinges and latches online for a lid, created a lid that opens to the side, not the front or the back, simply because I wanted something that I could access from within the boat or outside of the boat if I needed to. If I made it hinged the other way, I wouldn't have the access that I wanted. That was the idea anyway. So I built the frame for the lid out of plywood, ripped some plywood on the table saw, made the frame for the lid out of 3/4 inch plywood. Then I used some thinner plywood to actually make the top of the side parts of the lid as well as the hinged lid itself. Test fit it all, got it all working. And I coated the entire thing with light, I believe again, 6-ounce fiberglass cloth with some polyester resin. You can't see the cloth on most of it here, but you can see it covering the holes for the latches. Pointless putting polyester resin on something if you don't put the cloth, because there's no strength to the resin itself. Once that was all done, I sanded it. Once I had the fiberglass smooth, I painted it with the Interlux Bright Side 1 part polyurethane paint using a foam roller, and got all that ready. Now, the next thing I wanted to do was to get something on top, some sort of teak treads or something. So when we moved into our current house, there was a old bench with a broken leg sitting beside the driveway. When we moved, we had just moved it to the back of the property because it was broken. And while I was working on the boat, my dad was cleaning up the yard and noticed that this bench was ridiculously heavy. So out of curiosity, he started inspecting the wood and realized that the slats in it were all teak. So here's one of the slats, and then we proceeded to sand them down a little bit and rip them down into strips. And my dad decided to create these teak treads on top, teak slats on top of the engine lid, to go with all of the teak that was inside the boat. So it was kind of a nice touch. It makes it look like it belonged there. And anyway, that's how we did it. I looked at the retail value of the amount of teak that I found out of that bench, and I probably would have to pay a few $100s to get the teak. And I still have a lot of teak left over that I can use in my bigger boat when I get to that.